Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's newest episode where I talk about the last solar eclipse of the year that we have coming up in 2022. Actually, it's the last partial solar eclipse, which is exactly what this picture is, and I'll explain what this all means, the science behind it, and the spirituality and astrology, and all that type of stuff. So, if you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. Make sure you like the video. Keep in touch with me. I'm Lamarr Townsend. I'm an astrologer, a psychic, an energy channeler, and a tarot reader. So definitely like, share, subscribe, buy your ticket to the show by hitting the like button. And also, I am available for personal readings. If you would be interested in a personal reading, you can text me at 703-791-9162. You can also visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. I'm also available for international readings as well. And I do all different types of readings, so if you'd be interested in any of these things, then once again, definitely check out my website. This is my website, by the way. My website is lamartownsendtarot.com, so once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can definitely check out my Twitch, where I do monthly horoscopes, and my Patreon, become a member. Check out my Spotify podcast. Of course, subscribe to my YouTube. Check out the reviews from people who have purchased readings from me, and also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. However, if you would like a reading, go directly to the store section of my website. This is where you can go to view all the rates, services, products, classes, candles, and different types of things I offer. I do email readings, psychic tarot readings. I do phone psychic tarot readings. I do video recorded readings where you send your questions, and then I record myself answering your questions via psychic. The tarot cards and psychic gifts. On my own personal time, and then I email you the video download link to keep that video forever, basically. As you know, I do birth chart, natal chart astrology readings as well, so if you'd be interested in that. I also do compatibility astrology readings as well, too. And keep a lookout for any new things I may add, alright, on my website as well. I also do past life readings if you'd like to learn about your past lives. I do mediumship readings if you want to connect to those who have passed on. I do tarot classes, astrology classes, dream interpretation readings, and so much more. All right. So thank you all so much for your support. Let's get into the solar eclipse happening on October 25th. All right. Now we have like I said, we have it happening on October 25th, 2022. All right. So, it's kind of coming up soon. Currently, it's the first, and it's in Scorpio. So Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So Scorpio is also ruled by Mars, which is kind of also important as well. But Scorpio is mainly ruled by Pluto. It's ruled by the eighth house in astrology. So keep in mind when it comes to Scorpio, because this is going to be important as we talk about this, going on in the video. Scorpio deals with transformation, all right, in one's life. Scorpio deals with evolution in one's life. Pluto in one's natal chart is the generation you come from. For example, Pluto in Sagittarius people, which is the current generation, I believe, or actually, I think Pluto may have switched from Sag into something else. Let's see. Yeah, we currently have Pluto in Capricorn, so we're actually in the Pluto in Capricorn generation now. But the Pluto in Sagittarius generation would be the Gen Zs. The Pluto in Scorpio generation, which is my generation, would be the millennials. The Pluto, in I believe maybe Libra generation, maybe are the Generation X's. All right, so Pluto is really important when it comes to change, just on a global scale in that way. We see from generation to generation, from baby boomers to Generation X to generation, what do they call us, millennials, Generation Y? Really, we're just called millennials, to Generation Z. There's been so many changes throughout the decades. This is Pluto. Pluto deals with transformation in one's life, in the world at large, evolution, growth in one's life. It can also deal with crisis, which is also important because Scorpio is also co-ruled by Mars. Mars can deal with war. Mars can deal with aggression, masculinity. So sometimes when we have these eclipses and this strong Scorpio energy, there can be experiences that happen in our lives that can be very explosive when it comes to Scorpio energy due to that Mars influence that it has. Because Mars can be very explosive. It's raw energy. Energy in its rawest, purest form, all right? Which can sometimes, be pretty, but sometimes be not so pretty. When humans are in their most rawest, purest form, sometimes that can lead to some catastrophic things, good or bad. So, with that being said, this is just, something to keep in mind when we talk about all this. And we will get to the astrology natal chart here in a second, but I also just want to read some things off for you all about the actual partial solar eclipse we have coming up. This is from space.com. All right, and let me show you guys the article I'm reading from really quickly. Space.com. All right. So let me read the article. It says the sun will appear as if a monstrous bite has been taken from it, but only from some parts of the planet, which is exactly what this is right here. This is a solar eclipse happening in action in this picture. All right. This is going to happen on October 25th. On Tuesday, October 25th, Earth will experience a partial solar eclipse that will be visible from parts of Europe, Western Asia, and Northeast Africa. Solar eclipses occur when the moon, so the moon is influencing in this event as well. Solar eclipses occur when the moon slips between Earth and the sun, casting a shadow on the planet and fully or partially blocking sunlight. The October 25th partial eclipse is the second partial eclipse of 2022, with the last occurring on April 30th and sweeping across the Southeast Pacific and Southern South America. I guess they meant this April 30th of, earlier this year in 2022. All right. So, when we think about this as well, we have to think that in this case, when it comes to solar eclipse, the moon is blocking the sun. The sun in astrology deals with our self-expression, our sense of creativity, romance, our approach to our romantic life. The sun also rules our connection to our life purpose and higher self. When we have the moon, which rules our emotions, our emotional expressions, our emotional instincts, what we need to feel emotionally secure and safe in the world at large, or any given situation. It's also our relationship to our family, our home, and our mother specifically. When we have that energy eclipsing the sun, which is the self that we express to the world, right? In this case, if we think of it metaphorically, our innermost self, in some way, shape, or form, is blocking, in some way, our full self, when it comes to a partial eclipse from shining through, right? This could be, when it comes to being in alignment with one's purpose. So in this case, a partial eclipse happening in Scorpio, which, by the way, we're going to look at the astrology. We have Sun in Scorpio at this time and the Moon in Scorpio by October 25th, by the way. So the Sun and the Moon will both astrologically be in Scorpio at the timing of the partial eclipse. Remember, Scorpio is about transformation, evolution, and change. All right? So emotionally and in terms of yourself and the way you express yourself and your connection to your life purpose, something needs to change. There needs to be more brought out of you, all right, at this time. Mind you, this is the last partial eclipse of 2022 we have, so this is also energy we have going into 2023. Now, we do have a lunar eclipse, I think, in November, and that'll, I believe, be the last eclipse of the year, I think. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look further into that, but I do know that we have a lunar eclipse, which is different from a solar eclipse. I believe it's just kind of the opposite, the sun blocking the moon. All right, so I believe, but once again, I'm more obviously akin to, or I know more about the astrological spiritual part of it than the scientific part of it, right? So with that being said, these are just some things to think about. Now let's actually take a look at the astrology of it all right? Let me just take some things off the screen. Alright, and we're back. And we're back. Oh, wait, I guess I can keep those things on the screen then, because it won't show up on there, actually. Didn't know it would do that. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's take a look at the astrology. So this is for today. You know, right now at the timing of me filming this video, it's currently 10/21/2022. And let's just go 3 days or 4 days ahead to the 25th when this is happening. All right. I have the time set for 5:38 p.m. We can actually go ahead back and look at the website and see what time it actually says this is happening. And we'll set the time for that. It says the partial solar eclipse will begin at 4:55 a.m. EDT time. What is EDT time? Because I may have to convert that. Is that Eastern Standard Time? EDT time. Oh, so that's Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I didn't know it was also called EDT. What does EDT stand for then? You learn something new every day. EDT versus EST. EDT stands for Eastern Daylight Time. Oh. Got it. Okay. Got it. All right. Well, we'll set that time for 4:58 a.m. then, because it says the partial solar eclipse will begin at 4:58 a.m. EDT. So let's go back, and we'll set the time for 4:58 a.m., which changes the chart entirely. So why it's good to know the time you were born. It's good to know the place you were born, because it gets us more specific. So, all right. So there we go. So this is once again October 25th, 2022 at 4:58 a.m. the timing of the actual solar eclipse. We have Sun. Actually, okay, we have Sun by the timing of the solar eclipse. We have Sun in Scorpio and the Moon in Libra. Interesting. So the Moon in this case at the timing of the solar eclipse, Moon in Libra. Libra does deal with one-on-one relationships, business partnerships. So this can deal with, in terms of the actual solar eclipse, what relationships around you. First of all, Libra can also deal with self-love, like your relationship with yourself. So in this case, this partial solar eclipse in Scorpio and Libra, I guess we could say, with the Moon in Libra happening here, eclipsing the Sun in Scorpio, this becomes what needs to change or evolve when it comes to, first of all, the relationship you have with yourself, because the relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have in your life. And then what needs to change in terms of the relationships you have around you. All right, so that you can feel more emotionally fulfilled, more emotionally comfortable, more emotionally secure. Now, keep in mind that, remember, Moon also is associated with our family, our home, and our mother. So this could be a big pinpoint for a lot of people. These relationships in particular can deal with maybe family. These relationships in particular can deal with mother energy, whether it's your mother, whether you're the mother, whatever the case may be. Now, Libra is also, once again, ruled by Venus. It's ruled specifically by the 7th house over here. Traditionally rules the 7th house. Here the chart says right now, or by this time, the 7th house may be in Aquarius. The houses, you kind of have to be careful. I don't have the location set for anywhere specific, so, this could be, God, anywhere, basically, but it changes worldwide. So the house could be, in Aquarius here in Virginia where I live. Sorry for the loud noise, I had my window open. But it could be in, I don't know, Libra, somewhere in Tokyo or something like that. So, that's why it's really, natal charts and astrology is really time specific, really location specific, and date specific and things of this nature. But yes, like I was saying, Libra rules the 7th house. So the 7th house in Libra and Venus are also associated with marriage, one-on-one relationships in those ways as well. So once again, because of this Libra aspect, even though we have the moon here, and the moon is associated with family in the home, Libra's associated with it can be any one-on-one relationship that you have that's integral, in this case, to your emotional self in some way, shape, or form. I actually naturally have moon in Libra, so this is actually probably a good, important time for me to maybe do some spiritual work, some magic in terms of releasing. This is actually a good time for maybe releasing, and embracing the new, right? But like I was saying, Libra can also deal with marriage. So this partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, and it's solar eclipse in Scorpio because the sun's in Scorpio, but I'm gonna say also moon because the moon is in effect here. Marriages could be affected at this time. Any relationship is basically, even the relationship you have with yourself, any relationship is fair game for change. All right, after this solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse in Scorpio. All right, this could be good change. This could be bad change. Remember, Scorpio, in its own nature, ruled by Pluto, is just change overall. But change sometimes can be felt as painful. You know, change can be in the form of an ending because Scorpio also deals with endings as well. So something may need to end in order for something new to begin here. All right. Libra is also about balance, harmony, and peace. Okay? Emotionally, this is the case. So, what emotionally is taking you away from that? You know, is it your home environment? Is your home environment peaceful? Is your home environment chaotic? Because Scorpio can be chaos, right? Are you letting other people's chaos invade your environment? Because Libra's very people oriented. Libra likes to help. Libra likes to balance things out. Libra likes for everyone to feel good. But sometimes at the expense of themselves. Right? If you've had a natal chart reading from me, you know, alright? I give the lowdown about Libra and how Libra, can be very charismatic. The energy of Libra is very charismatic. It's easy to get along with. But, one of the things that comes with it is the desire to please people, the desire to be liked, right? But at the expense of oneself. So you have to be careful when it comes to that moon in Libra with the sun in Scorpio. Now when it comes to the solar eclipse in Scorpio, the sun in Scorpio, this is change and evolution within the self. This is change and evolution within your purpose. Maybe you're getting stronger in your purpose. Maybe you're getting closer to finding your purpose, right? But in this case, with the moon here in Libra, it would involve the people around you as well. Because sometimes, in order for us, for example, in order for us to evolve and change, I kind of need a drink of something soon, some water, because my throat's getting kind of dry from talking. And actually, I think I do have a client to get to soon. But anyways, I want to finish my thoughts. When it comes to Scorpio, sun in Scorpio, oh, okay, what I was saying, okay, because I was like trying to figure out my thought. Sometimes, in order for us to change and evolve with this sun in Scorpio that we have, in order for us to change and evolve and get to that next level of our life, we have to maybe get rid of or reassess the people around us, our environment, our circumstances. We have to, assess our inner, deeper, emotions and figure out, are we balanced? Is it us or is it them? Is it both? Is it both kind of thing? So this could be going on with this moon in Libra, sun in Scorpio. And this doesn't necessarily even, this is relationships in general, one-on-one relationships in general. So this could even be, something dealing with someone online, someone you've never met before, kind of thing. This could transcend, our immediate environment and our immediate circumstances. Scorpio transcends, Scorpio energy transcends all that. Libra transcends all that as well, because Libra is just about forming relationships in general, which is easy to do that these days when we have the internet and social media and technology, you know? But even those relationships that we have online or overseas or things like that can sometimes still be toxic, right? Just because you never met each other in person doesn't mean a relationship can't still have an effect on you in some way, right? So I would say use this partial solar eclipse time in Scorpio to reassess any relationships in your life. You know, number one, the relationship you have with yourself. And then number two, every other relationship outside of that. Use this partial solar eclipse in Scorpio to set the tone of healthy relationships in your life for 2023. If you do magic, now I do candles on my website, so you guys know you can always purchase candles and things of that nature. But if you do magic on your own, if you do ritual work, if you do incantations, if you do spiritual work in any way, shape, or form, even if you pray, or anything like that, if you're religious, use this time to release any relationships or any people in your life that may be holding you back from growing to your fullest potential in life. From growing to your fullest potential in your purpose in life. Any person, place, or thing that, because remember, relationships, we can have relationships and not just people, but places and things as well, right? So any person, place, or thing in your life, all right, that may be holding you back. That may be blocking you from evolving and growing, or maybe blocking you from your connection to your higher self. Because remember, the sun is about one's relationship and connection to their higher self. In this case, with Sun in Scorpio, the higher self is like, with this partial eclipse, it's time to evolve and grow. You may gotta cut some people off. You may gotta go through some stuff. Alright? In order for change to occur. Now let's look at the after effects, the days after the and we'll just set the time for normal. The days after the solar eclipse. So let's go back to the 25th. Let's go to the 26th. By the 26th, the moon is in Scorpio, actually. So the day after, we have that moon in Scorpio. So then the day after, we have the moon conjunct the sun. I actually wonder how soon. I wonder if it's a day after or if it's a couple hours after, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. You can tell I get way too excited about these chart readings. Alright. So let's set the time once again for 4:50. I think it was 4:58 a.m., right? We'll go back. Alright. Yeah, 4:58 a.m. I want to see when does the moon actually switch to Scorpio. So right now at 4:58 a.m. on October 25th, don't have the location set for anywhere specific. Moon's in Libra. So I'm going to go 2 hours ahead to 6:58 a.m. By 6:58 a.m. October 25th, moon is still in Libra. Let's go 2 hours ahead again. By later that day, moon is in Scorpio. So, okay, let's go an hour back. See if we can pinpoint the exact time. Let's go 30 minutes back. Let's go 10 minutes back. So, okay, it looks like we got the exact time. By 7:18. Wait a minute. Actually, no, let's go 5 minutes ahead. Okay. By 7:19 a.m., so only a few hours after the partial solar eclipse, by 7:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so translate that to whatever time frame you're on. By 7:19 a.m., the moon will be by 7:20 a.m. I'm sorry. So translate by 7:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 25th, 2022. The moon will transition to Scorpio. So then we'll have Sun in Scorpio, conjunct the moon in Scorpio, also conjunct Venus in Scorpio. And we just talked about Venus ruling relationships, also ruling money. One's money, how you make your money, how you spend your money. So this partial solar eclipse is about your relationships. And in this case, with Venus, having a trifecta here, joining us with, Sun and Moon in Scorpio, this is also about your relationship with your money. Some things need to change and transform. Alright? Relationships that are holding you back, relationships that may be helping you to grow and evolve. Pay attention to those. Even your relationship with yourself, are you holding yourself back? Because that can be a thing too. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes you can be the person. You can be your own worst enemy. So figure it out during this partial solar eclipse, alright? Alright, you guys, I'm going to end this here because, like I said, I have a client to get to and I'm already late. Thank you all for joining me. I hope I was able to give you some clarity and insight with this partial solar eclipse we've got going on. Once again, if you want a birth chart reading or any type of reading from me, visit my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com, and keep in touch. Love and light. God bless. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to put that screen on. Let's put this screen on instead. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. Bye everyone. Happy partial solar eclipse in Scorpio season.